Hey guys, this is April at Georgia Mom Plans. I have another planner video for you today, and today is going to be my December haul. This does include some Black Friday purchases as well as everything through December. I think everything shipped in time that I am not going to roll over into 2026 with any open orders. So this is the last haul for the year. Everything that I have placed in 2025, and I am ready to open it all because a lot of this will be used as soon as it is 2026. So let's get this all out of the way and go shop by shop. All right, this first order is from Sadie's Stickers. This was the order that I placed, I believe it was Black Friday, could have been Cyber Monday, around those times, and it is my 2026 memory planner. I'm so excited. Everything in the order was wrapped up in this pretty pink tissue paper, and then let's see, let's start with the freebies. So these are the freebies. That's everything that I ordered. So freebies, I got this pretty pink hollow bow. I put Rachel's name in of Gathered Plans, so I got her freebie in rose gold. This was the Black Friday order freebie, so got 2026 in a few different forms there. And then this was the Black Friday $50 freebie. So you've got a large 2026 in gold with some deco. So those were all the freebies. Now for what I ordered. I did order her New Year foiled little sheet. So it's got 2026 in silver foil and then some deco there on transparent matte paper. And then I picked up her Lodge kit. So this is a really pretty like light colored winter kit with silver foil. This is her full kit. So you've got your full boxes and some swatches, a full page of boxes, your layering page with some deco, different shapes, and torn washi or torn covers. And then your fourth page, you've got 3 strips of washi, some dividers, date covers, and some headers. Super pretty. And then for my 2026 memory planner, I did pick up, this is my 3rd year in a row using this exact same planner. So it's their coil bound dated 8.5 by 11 coiled planner. And then I picked up the With Love cover. It was actually called Vintage Letter is the name of this cover if you want to pick it up. I loved the purple and green, and then I am going to put my name right here. And then this is the inside of the cover, really pretty. And I'll also put a name sticker right here. And this page is where I keep track of all of the kits I use in my memory planner. I will have a full flip through of all of my planners, planner stack, all of that coming soon, but did want to show y'all a quick flip through. So you do have the calendars for 2026 and 2027. And then the name of the month is printed here on this tabbed page. When you open the tab, it pulls you to the monthly spread. One big change in my memory spreads is I will not be doing monthlies. We are now 3 years in a row I have not finished my monthlies. So I am cutting my losses, no longer going to do monthly memory spreads. I just don't have the time to get to them. I'm not making them a priority, so I should not be buying the kit. So that will be one big change with this. So I may leave this as is. If I want to write anything, I can. I may stick these pages together so the tab just opens straight to the weekly. We shall see. And then this is just the dated plain vertical weekly spread. So not much has changed. I think they may have changed the font a little bit, maybe not, but otherwise very similar. I do know the placement of the month is a little bit different. Before it was down here at the bottom, now it's in the middle. And then the last page of the month, you do have dot grid on the back. And I got the full year for 2026. And then at the back here, at the end, so this goes through January 3rd of 2027. And then at the very back, you have some dot grid. I don't ever use these back here. I usually actually take them out and just cut them up for scrap paper because I don't actually use any dot grid in the planner. So my goal is still to do my weekly memory spreads. Do I only have spreads filled out through March of 2025? Yes. Will I one day catch up? I don't know, but I'm still going to try again in 2026 in my Sadie Stickers planner. So wish me luck, and that is everything in this order from Sadie's Stickers. All right, this next order is from Lights Planner Action. This very well may be my last order from Lights Planner Action. I know Bess is looking into other options for having her items printed, but she is going to be returning her printer, closing her in-person office. So I don't know, I went ahead and ordered a ton just in case I don't get to order again, but I'm so excited for all of this. Let me start with the freebies. So I did get this gorgeous foiled journaling card. It says peace, love, and pretty paper, and in the foiling it says Lights Planner Action, stay light, stay bright. And on the back of her cards it always has all of the sizing, so always use those. I love them. And this was another freebie. So it's her blackout paper with gold ink. This is the 2026 calendar at a glance. And for what I ordered, like I said, a ton. I was just like, let me just get all the things that I use in case it's the last time I get to order. So the first thing that I ordered is a new 5-year memory journal. I am actually about to finish off my first one, which is so crazy that I've had this for 5 years. So I started this first one in March of 21. So I am missing January through March in this one, but I figured I'd like to start fresh January 1 in a new one. So this one is pretty much full. And for the new one starting in 2026, I did get the black garden cover. I thought this was really pretty, and I believe they're all the same prompts. But I am really excited to start this fresh for 2026. So that is the 5-year journal. And then I picked up the 2026 floral notepad in the horizontal. I did actually pick up the incorrect one that I had meant to. So I pick up one of these from her every single year, and I usually get the ones that have the notes at the bottom, or maybe she changed the format this year. I honestly don't know, because I like to write down on my birthdays for the month here at the bottom. And somehow I either picked up the wrong one or she changed the format. I'm honestly not sure. Regardless, I will use it. I also usually pick up the ones that I get to color in, and none of these are colorable. They're all just like printed. So not exactly what I meant to do, but it's okay. I use this beside my desk so I can glance at it, obviously for the date, for any birthdays and any events. So this is the 2026. What I actually ordered was a 2026 floral monthly horizontal notepad printed. So got the full year in here. I am sad I don't get to color any, but that's okay. I'll pull in the color highlighting the days, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I don't need the calendar here. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just write the, we'll figure it out. I'm truly not sure how I'm gonna make this work, but I will. So that is the notepad, the floral notepad. And then I picked up some of her new items. These are the junk pads. So I picked up the duly noted notepad, as well as the book lover junk pad. So these are just tons of different just pieces of paper. You can either use them as like, you know, papers that you tear out, or some of them you can write on. There's just a ton of different stuff. You can cut out the letters to use them. There's tons of stuff you can do with this, and I am doing a book journal in 2026, so I thought this would be really cool to use. I like the spicy rating. There was something else in here that I told her I would like a full book of. Oh, the star rating. Yeah, I told her, I was like, if you do a full book of this, I will order it. So that is the book tear pad, and then this is the duly noted tear pad. So it just has a ton of different papers, again, things that you can write on, things that you can just cut out and use, tons of different things. I thought this was a really cool idea, so I was excited to pick up those new items. And then I picked up some B6 rings inserts. These are all inserts that I have used for years and years and years, and that I love so much. So all of these, I think every single one of these inserts I have used for 5+ years, probably closer to 7 years, all of them. And I use these almost every single day. So first, obviously not the Christmas every single day, but these. So first is the finance insert. I did pick all these up in the B6 ring size. I love my B6 rings planner. I call it my home planner. Stays on my desk, and I keep a lot of my home things in there, one of which is the finance insert. So you've got this little cover page here, and then a monthly bills, like for the full year. I don't use this page, but this, the monthly budget page, this is what I use every single day. Keep track of my paydays, our fixed expenses, other expenses, and this section down here, I actually write out all of these, and I use this for any expenses that like come up. So I love checking into this. It is such a functional planner. So you do have all 12 months broken down in the monthly budget section, and then at the back you have a debt pay downs page, a savings tracker, two savings trackers, and then some no spend sheets. So I think this is a total of four. Yeah, a total of 4 no spend sheets, and then 4 notes pages at the end. So love this insert. I use it every single year. It is so functional. And then this next one is the Rachel monthly, which is it was only recently renamed the Rachel. In the past, it was just her monthly insert with habit tracker, and I love it. I don't use it for the monthly insert. I use it for the habit tracker part of the insert. So I went ahead and ordered 2 of them because I love having these. I actually somehow got off this year and didn't have it for the last 2 months, and I have missed it. So I'm so excited to have this. Like I said, I got 2 of them. They're exact same thing. So let me show you this. So like I said, you have a monthly. I do not use the monthly. This is what I use, and I love it. So you have a blank calendar up here, so I fill in the calendar. The goals section, I use this for events coming up. The notes section, I use this for my monthly to-dos. And then the to-do section, I use this for events coming up in the next month. And then down here you have 14 tasks you can fill in, and then it is a monthly habit tracker. I love this. Use this daily. So fun. So functional, I should say. Also fun, but so functional for the things that I'd like to keep track of. I also keep track of, like I said, my monthly to-dos on here. It's just such a functional insert. So between these habit pages, you do have a monthly calendar. So this is a full year. Again, I don't use this one, so I just use 12 months of these habit trackers. And at the end, I think it just ends, yeah, with some graph pages at the end. Love this. Went ahead and got 2 of them just in case I don't get to place another order for a physical insert. Love that one. And then I did go ahead and pick up a Christmas insert. I actually make these inserts work for me for a year or 2, a minimum of 2 years. I think I've actually used one for 3 years because I don't need every page in here. So I use a few of the pages one year and a few of the pages the next. I use this insert for my gift planning, our sending out our Christmas cards, and then wrapping. Love this insert. It is so sweet. So this does say 2025 planner. I will be using this in 26. But like I said, I usually use them multiple years. So like last year I did this coloring page, so I didn't have one this year, but I'll have it again for next year. This is like Black Friday shopping codes. I don't usually use this page, but I will kind of reuse it for gift planning. A Christmas card action plan. This year I just used the exact same list that I had filled out the year before. I'll do the same thing for the next 2 years. So, like I said, I make this work for me for multiple years. It does have sections to plan out decorating, shopping. There's lots of shopping sections, and that's why I can make this year work for multiple years. This cute little page you can color and fill in, and then the gift list, stocking stuffers. See, there's so many list pages. I don't need all of this for 1 year, so that's why I can make it work. And then back here you have some like memory planning. Sometimes I fill this in, sometimes I don't, but I just think it's so pretty, and I love adding it into my B6 rings every December. So I truly hope this is not my last order from Lights Planner Action, but I did make sure I picked up a ton of my favorites in case it is. So that was everything in this order from Lights Planner Action. All right, this next order is from Scribble Prints Co. This is a shop that I have loved forever, and this is also a order that I've been so excited about since I am having a book reading journal in 2026. I could not wait to pick up some of Andrea's bookish goodies, so I placed a big order on Black Friday. So everything came in a like regular mailer, but she had this like cardboard in there. I assumed to kind of keep everything straight, and look how pretty the back of this is. I am really excited to keep this and use it. Shockingly, this was kind of the only freebie in there. Usually they do a lot of freebies, but I know they got a ton of Black Friday orders, so it is not a big deal. So this is everything that I ordered. I did add a foiled grab bag to my order. I don't know if it was like on a super sale. Usually I don't do grab bags, but regardless, I got a lot of things that I think I will use. So this is a little Hanukkah sampler in silver, a like 1 year monthly countdown in rose gold, utensils in rose gold, 2 quote overlay boxes in hollow, some food icons in gold. I love their food icons. These are some full box confetti overlays in hollow, some foiled flag overlays in rose gold, some more confetti full box overlays in silver, some star full box overlays in rose gold, and then some bow washi in yellow and purple with silver. So that is the grab bag. I definitely think that I will put most of that to use. I think the only thing I may not is the washi, but regardless, I'm happy with that little grab bag. Then I also picked up, how cute is this? This is the Double Dragon matte die cut sticker. Love this. Definitely going to go in my reading journal. And if you can see a little visitor here, sorry. I also picked up her Cuddle Time script. Just got it in black. She does have options for foiled, but I just got it in black. Use that for my son. And now on to all the bookish goodies that I'm so excited about. So first I got the yearly titles. I think this is version 5. Could be mistaken. So these are so cute. You've got series tracker, monthly favorites, book of the year, yearly goals, yearly wrap up, book club, TBR, and rating system. Almost all of these are headers that I will be using in my reading journal, so it was perfect. I've only filled out a few spreads, and then once I saw this sheet, I like stopped myself because I was like, ooh, I'm gonna use these, and now I can't wait to get all my spreads filled out. And then I picked up 2 sheets of their star ratings. If you saw earlier, I did get some star rating stickers from, or star rating sheets from Lights Planner Action. And there will be more coming from Jessica Hart. So I'm going to have plenty of star rating stickers, but I got 2 of these to use for all the books. And then this is the rating system sheet. This is version 1. So I may not need the rating system header over here, but I am going to fill out like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars and write my definition of these. And I am so excited to have like a written down way that I star rate something. So excited for that one. These are monthly stats. So I'm going to have 1 page and put all of these down. So books read and pages read for the full year. DNF graveyard. I do not DNF a lot, so I felt like one of these would be plenty for me. We'll see. Hopefully I don't DNF more than those, but you could definitely obviously pick up more of those if you do DNF more. And then this is the box set. I got 2 of those, so this is where I can fill in some series. Then I got quite a few of her books, so I could use these for books that I've read. How many? I got 5 of these. So these are her book volume 2. It's just some plain books. Then I got the book tracker volume 2. So this is how many books you've read in a year. So you've got 1 through 80. Usually my goal is like 60, but I will probably use all of them and just see how many I do. You never know. Then these are the Book of the Month awards. This is volume 2. And I love that you can color all of these in to match. Love that. This is the alphabet reading challenge. I wasn't really planning on doing this challenge, but she had a sticker for it, so I was like, might as well be fun. I'm not gonna like put pressure on myself to finish it, but still fun. And then the last sheet I picked up is the yearly wrapped labels. So this one will be for the very end of my 2026 reading journal. And I'm so excited. It's got a section for your top reads, top authors, stats, book shred, top genre, and favorite book of the year. Really, really excited for all of this. I truly cannot wait to get all of these in my reading journal. And I'm really looking forward to leaning more into reading in the next year and recording it. So that was everything in this order from Scribble Prints Co. All right, this next order is from Miss and Meow, and all of the orders that are now shipped for Miss and Meow are shipped from Sadie Stickers, which is right outside of Atlanta, which ships to me so quickly. So now I get my Miss and Meow stickers so quick. I'm so excited for that. So this was my Black Friday order. So I did get the Black Friday Cyber Monday freebie. You've got some date covers, some deco, all of the year, all of the month, the 2026 year, and some days of the week on clear matte with gold foil. Then I picked up quite a few of her icons. I think her icons and her kits are so cute, and she released some of them as standalone sheets. This laptop had been a standalone sheet for a while, but I went ahead and picked up the laptop icons in gold, silver, and rose gold. And then I picked up the same laptop icon, but just in the colored version. Her Dutch oven, I love these in her kits. Her balloons, another thing that I love in her kits. And then her AirPods, super cute. And then this will more than likely be my last monthly. We'll see how I feel not doing monthlies in 2026. I feel like it's one thing off my plate that I'm not gonna miss. I do love a monthly kit. I just don't ever fill out my monthly spreads. So this may be my last monthly kit, but I do love that it's from Missy Meow because I love her monthlies. So this is her December 2025 monthly kit. And then it comes with the foil days of the week, some headers, and some deco. And the name of this one. All right, and here we go with my final monthly. I loved the classic colors, the little nutcrackers. You've got your top bars, date dots, all of the holidays, some swatches, and some lace washi. Then you have your 2 strips to use on the days not included in the month. I love how she does all the cutouts for those. And then I got the decorative sidebar here. I love those little Polaroids. You've got your sheet with a ton of boxes and then some of her icons. And that's it. So her monthly kit is the 3 pages. And hopefully I will actually get this monthly kit filled in. Regardless, I'll lay it down. I love laying down a monthly kit. I don't ever not lay it down. I just don't go back and fill it in after the fact, but that is okay. And I'm just excited to have some pretty stickers to lay down and play with. It's therapeutic. So that was everything in this order from Miss and Meow. All right, this next order is from Once More with Love. This is a shop that I talk about all the time. I love Marg and her character stickers, and this was her 10-year anniversary. I was so excited to pick up some stickers during the sale, and everything came with this 10 years of Munchkin beautiful foiled journaling card with a really sweet thank you note on the back. And then here are the freebies. So I got this cute little 2026 pen die cut, a 10-year freebie, and this adorable little journaling card here. I love that. Now for everything that I picked up, I think I picked up quite a few new sheets. Yeah, I think these may be all new sheets. The last time I ordered it was like all repurchases. So this is the Holiday Gathering Little Munchkin Family. I love it. Bulldogs. My football team are the Bulldogs, so thought this was adorable. Coffee icons. This sheet was so cute. I was so excited to pick this up. This is Marg's oldest daughter, Charlotte. She drew some doodles, and the purchase of these sheets went to support. It says, "Thank you for supporting Tiny Dreams. This is my daughter's first sticker sheet." So I think the proceeds from this was going to Charlotte. Really cute. And this is a Charlotte's thank you sampler. If you ordered her sheet, Marg put this thank you sampler in there for free. So cute. Oh, it said it's going to a fundraiser for her school. Very cute. Then I picked up the camping sampler sheet. My son has asked to go camping, so I picked that up. My son is playing, hold on, I skipped one. I'm gonna go ahead and go to this one. So my son is playing basketball, so I got the basketball munchkins. Then I picked up the road trip sheet. I just thought it was adorable, and I had never got it before. Snow globes. Look how cute this is. So excited to use these to mark some Christmas memories. And then, one repurchase. So I did get one repurchase. This is the trampoline sheet. I use this all the time for marking things with my son. So one repurchase with quite a few new sheets. And I love them all. I love supporting Marg. I love my munchkins. So that was everything in this order from Once More with Love. All right, this next order is from Pen, Paper, and Plans. This is a shop that I love. I love supporting Karen, and I do PR for this shop, and I will be continuing to PR into 2026. And this is actually 2 orders. I believe this was my PR order as well as the order I placed for her early Black Friday sale. She wrapped everything up with this gorgeous ribbon and in this adorable wrapping paper. I just thought it was so sweet, and I will definitely be saving that. And she is so sweet. I love Karen so much. She sent, just as a little gift, I don't know if it was just for her PR team or what, but she sent this gorgeous ornament. I love it. So pretty. And you do have this little hanger here, so I will definitely be putting that on our tree. And then a pretty die cut. And then these, I believe these are like, you can like use them like as tabs or like to hold things. I definitely will have to ask Karen. I'm sure they have a name. I just don't know what it is. All right, so now into my multiple orders. Oh, this was a sweet Christmas card from Karen. Y'all have to look how gorgeous this is. I love it. So, so sweet. Now, let's look at the freebies. She sent me so many freebies. Okay. So look at this die cut. I love it. Coffee and whipped cream and the cookie. And then this is Danielle's freebie. A Very Berry Christmas freebie. For me to you, happy holidays. And then this was my Q4 freebie, which we are currently working on designing our Q1 freebies for 2026. And I'm so excited. So those were all the, one more. Nope. 2 more freebies. 2 more freebies here. So did get this journaling card, really pretty. I actually don't think I have this one. And then this was the Squad Christmas freebie. If you join her email newsletter, you do get the Squad code to get the Squad freebies. Now, now for what I actually ordered. These are a few different collections. So first I ordered from the Christmas Market collection. I do have all of my December spreads already allocated kits to them. So both of these from the Christmas collections will be going for 2026. So first from the Christmas Market collection, I picked up a few different sheets. I have XL2, these cute little ornaments, XL5, a girl at a Christmas market, Deco 1, Deco 2, Deco 3. I loved these like garlands, they're so pretty, and Deco 4. So I will hold on to those for next year. And then I picked up a few sheets from the Heritage Holiday Collection. I love all the plaid, definitely gives the Ralph Lauren Christmas vibe. So I picked up a few sheets from this one. I think when I picked these up, I was thinking about using them for my monthly overview pages instead of a full spread. So I picked up Deco 1, Deco 2, I loved these ornaments, and Deco 3. And I feel like I have some washi that would work well with it, so that would be perfect. And then the final collection I picked up from is the Rare Books collection. I am definitely leaning hard into reading in 2026, so I was so excited to pick these up. I could use these in a spread, like a weekly spread, or I may use some of these in my reading journal, so we shall see. So from the Rare Books collection, I picked up XL1, little bookstore front. XL4, I love the cozy chair. XL2, I also love this little window nook. And XL6 with the stack of books and the candle. Then Deco 1, Deco 2, and Deco 3. I loved that kitty. And then I also picked up the full page. This is the A6 size full page. I honestly got this just because I've never picked up one of her full page stickers, and I thought I could use it maybe in a full page in my reading journal. My reading journal is A6 size, I believe. Let me grab it here. So a little bit smaller. Let's go to a blank page in here. I still think it'd be pretty. I could put this down and either put some deco around it or use it as a background, or just, you know, leave it as is. We shall see. So excited for all of the bookish things to use in my new reading journal. So this was 2 orders, a lot of really pretty stuff, and so thankful for Karen. And that was everything from Pen, Paper, and Plans. All right, this next order is from Blissful Jade Designs. This is a shop that I have loved since she opened, and I am so excited to announce that I will be rejoining her PR team starting in January. So we are working on designing our freebies right now. So as soon as I have my freebie, I will share it over on Instagram, and as soon as I get my first order with my freebie, I will show y'all on here. But this was the order I placed on Cyber Monday, so I did get extra freebies because I placed this on Cyber Monday. So let's look at all of those first. So this was just the all orders freebie, really pretty. And then this was a little sampler from charmdreams.com. Maybe, I haven't heard of that shop, but little sampler there. Sweet little thank you note from Liz. And then this was the first 20 order bundle. So some freebies here. I actually placed my order early in the day because we had, I can't remember what we had going on, but it was actually before the sale started. But she was like, I'm gonna go ahead and mark you as one of the first 20 orders, which was so sweet. I'm so thankful for Liz. So this looks like it's from a lot of different shops. So this is Lightly Inked. That's a super cute little freebie there. Caffeine Queens. Let's see, this is from Shine Sticker Studio. That one's really cute as well. The Beautiful Mess Co. Sammy Lynn Planning. Busy Bee Planners. This is from Blissful Jade Designs. Those are super cute. And then Love and Light Charms, really pretty. Definitely gonna hold on for that one for February. So those were all the freebies. Now let's get into what we ordered. I love Blissful Jade Designs scripts. I use her scripts for almost everything. She does have pre-made scripts in the shop. So this work and planning time are scripts that you can select anytime in her shop, and then she does release custom scripts monthly. So once a month you can do custom scripts. So I do have some customs in here as well. So let's start with the ones that you can get anytime. I do get all of my scripts on transparent matte paper, and these are font 1. Both of these are font 1. These are with the flourish, these are with not. So I got work, planning time, and grocery run. So all of those you can get in her shop anytime. And then I picked up 2 custom scripts. So I got vitamins and Peloton ride. I had been doing Peloton ride with a flourish and 2 lines, but I'm going to see how I feel with it on 1 line without the flourish. So, and then the vitamins I use in my habit tracker. I'm actually not using habit trackers in 2026. That is another change to my memory spreads, but I have so many memory spreads to catch up on. I'll be using those in the memory spreads for 2025 I'll catch up on. So those are all the scripts I picked up. And then she released, these are new sheets. These are her monthly dashboards, and I thought they were so cute. So here, let's start. Let's go in order. So these are on transparent matte, and every month she has a different dashboard. So you've got the hello month name, some deco, a few boxes, some different headers, a quote, some more deco, and a cursive font quote. So this is January, February, and March. I love how the deco is just slightly different quotes there, really cute. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to use these yet. I may pull in some to my reading spreads. I may pull in some to my monthly dashboards. We shall see, but I just thought they were really cool, so I went ahead and picked up the first 3 months of those. And then I picked up her Let It Snow decorative kit, so you can pick these sheets up a la carte. So I picked up Deco 1, which has this larger scene, some girls, and deco. I just looked through and picked the ones that I like the most. So this is the deco journaling sheet. So you've got some more deco, some florals, and some torn washi. And then I picked up the journaling sheet, which this one has some watercolor swatches, some more deco, and then washi strips. So these 3 sheets will definitely be plenty for a functional spread for me. If I was going to use these for a memory spread, I'd probably pick up a little bit more. She does have a large number of sheets you can pick from. So excited for all of this, and as always, my scripts. I can't wait to show y'all my freebie once we have it designed. So that was everything in this order from Blissful Jade Designs. All right, the next order and the final order for this haul is from Jessica Hart. I have a order from Jessica Hart's almost every single haul that I film, and looky here, I have 2. So I did place these 2 orders kind of back to back. She had her super sale at the end of November. I placed an order, and then December 13th she had a big reading journal release. And like I said many times in this video, I am doing a reading journal in 2026, so I am so excited. I picked up, I think, almost every single item she released in that release. So let's get to it. I did obviously get the same journaling card in these. I do have this one. I love her journaling cards. I use them in my B6 setups, but I do have a few of these because I order so much, so I will be destashing both of those. But let's get into the orders. I believe this was the first order that I placed during the super sale. So let's see. Oh yeah, this was the super sale freebie. So I believe these were the freebies she included. So this was the super sale freebie, some full boxes, bows, deco, and scripts. And then I want to say, I don't see this on my invoice, so I want to say this was a freebie as well. And look how cute it is. It says Holiday Book Club, a little wintry bookstore storefront. I love it. So those are the freebies for this first order, and y'all, this order was thick. I went hard during her super sale. I mean, it was such a good sale. How could I not? Okay, so first I picked up the Slow Burn vinyl. I do love a good slow burn, but it has a slow burn candle, enemies to lovers, and fated mates. Some of my favorite tropes, and I thought that was so cute. And then I picked up her fall book mini icon. I'm pretty sure during the sale, after I picked up the kits I wanted, I just typed in book to see if there were any bookish goodies I wanted to get, because I was already starting to plan. And then 2 weeks later, she released more bookish goodies. So regardless, I will definitely be using this fall book mini icons. I think I've picked it up before in the past. These were some of her new releases, and I'm so excited. They are her mini book reviews for vertical planners. So I do think I'm going to be using one of these in every memory spread. This will be replacing my habit trackers, and I will be including bookish items in my memory spread, what book I'm currently reading, what book is up next, and if I finish a book, I will put in one of these, and I love it. It's gonna be so fun. So I do think she said she was going to release these in different colors. These do have multiple colors on the sheet. So it just says title, author, genre, dates read, and then you can select which format, either physical book, audiobook, or Kindle, and then your star rating. So I picked up 1, 2, 3 of these sheets. I'm excited to have those. And then I picked up quite a few kits. She released some really pretty ones. So first I picked up her daisy chain journaling kit. So I will be using this one in my plum paper functional planner. So it's a 2-page journaling kit. You've got all of your decos, a little quote, some torn washi here, and then the second page you have your washi strips, days of the week, some layering items, and boxes. So that is the journaling kit that I will use in my functional planner. And then her full kits, I use these in my memory planner. So the first one I picked up was the Bookish Afternoon Mini, which of course I had to get it. Like I said, looking for all the bookish things. So this one is called Bookish Afternoon. I did pick up the mini kit, and she was really sweet. She included an extra full box. My thought for this extra full box is I'm probably going to use this in the spring, so I don't need this RIP box here. So I'll probably save that for a different spread and then use this full box here. So I've got all of my full boxes on the first page, and then the second page you've got all of your boxes and sidebar items as well as glitter headers. This bottom washi, I think this is just stunning. I love it. So you've got your bottom washi and some labels at the bottom, and then your last page you've got your checklist, weekend banner, days of the week, some extra boxes, and deco. So that is the mini kit format. Her mini kit format is my favorite format. So these other 2 kits that I picked up, I also picked up in the mini kit format. So the next kit I picked up is Happy New Year. I am actually going to be having pizza and sparkling cider with my son for New Year's. So I think this is the kit I'm going to use for the first week of 2026, and I'm so excited. These boxes are gorgeous. I'm definitely not going to be dressed up fancy like that, but it's still fun. I can live vicariously through my planner. So this is the exact same format as the kit I showed 1 minute ago. Here is the bottom washi and some extra boxes. So really excited for that kit. And then the final mini kit in this order was her Log Cabin Mini. This one was already sold out in her glossy. Her glossy is my favorite. So this one is in matte, but again, exact same kit format. I love the cozy vibes here. We'll definitely be using this one in January. So we've got full boxes and then all the same sheets here. And the final sheet is your bottom washi. So pretty. So that was everything in my first order. Let's move into my second order. So like I said, this one was the one I placed during her bookish release. So be prepared for a ton of bookish items. All right, so let's start with the freebies. First, she included this emotional support Kindle die cut. So cute. And then this was the Q4 freebie for 2025. And I guess she designed 2 different ones, 2 different colors. So you've got both of these Q4 freebies. Really cute. Now, for all the bookish goodies that I picked up, a lot of these I picked up multiple sheets. So first I picked up her currently reading script boxes. So this is another item that's going to be going in my sidebar of my memory spreads, and I picked them up. She had them in 2 different colorways. So I got 2 sheets of the neutral and then 2 sheets of the white. So I could just match them with the spread that I'm using. And then I picked up her B5 monthly reading stats. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to use this yet. I may incorporate it into my reading planner. I may use it in a monthly section of a planner. I just thought they were really cute, so I picked up 2 of these. She only had them in this colorway, but it is nice and neutral. So it says monthly reading stats, pages read, number of books, average rating, genres read, longest, shortest, highest rating, books left on TBR, sources, physical e-reader audiobook, and then 2026 reading goal progress. So you can kind of like fill in how much you have read on your reading goal. So I picked up 2 of those to see how I would like using them. And then I know I said I wasn't going to habit trackers in my memory spread, but what I meant was I'm not going to use blank habit trackers because look at these. And if I use up all of these, I may just use blank habit trackers that come and use the reading script because I have picked up some reading scripts from Blissful J Designs, and I am also including that script on my freebie, so I will definitely have some reading scripts. But I did go ahead and pick up 2 of the reading habit trackers. These are again just in one colorway, so you can match them. I picked up 2 sheets of those, so those will be in my sidebar of my memory spreads. And then I also picked up these. I'm not entirely sure again how I'm going to use these, but it's a daily page count. So I don't know if I want to include these my functional spread and my memory spread, if I want to include them in my reading journal, if I'm going to enjoy keeping track of a daily reading spread or daily page count. I'm not sure, but I went ahead and picked up 2 of these in case I do enjoy using them. And this, I picked up 2 sheets, but I'm definitely going to need more. I love these. These are her Neutral Pinks book review cards. She did ask if we'd like them released in other colorways, so I will definitely be picking them up. So they're just little mini book reviews. So it says book review, it has title, author, genre, dates read, and then your star rating. So wait, are these the same ones that I picked up in the other order? So I do have multiple of these, as you can tell. Okay, so they're a little bit different from the other ones I picked up. So I kind of have a mixture of how I want, to use these in my planners or in my reading journal. So I have a few different ones. And then I also picked up her reading headers. So it's got 2026 January book reviews, reading goals, January TBR, book tracker, favorite quotes. So I think she'll be releasing these for every single month. So I did pick this up to use in my reading journal. And then I also picked up her TBR shelf tracker. So I'm not sure entirely how I'm going to use this one yet, if I'm going to fill in the books that I read or just kind of color books as I read. We shall see. Or I can just use it as a TBR shelf, books that I want to get that I don't physically have yet, I can put on here. I thought it was cute. I'm sure I will use it. The amount of bookish things that I have hauled, my reading journal is going to be quite stacked, and I'm so excited to use all of this in my reading journal. I love Jessica, and I love that we both have been leaning more into reading. It is so fun to enjoy that hobby with other friends. We both have planning, we both have reading. Super fun. I was so excited to pick up so many of these bookish sheets. So this was everything in my order from Jessica Hartz. All right, here is everything in my December haul, which includes a large number of Black Friday orders. I could barely fit all of this in the frame. You can't even see the majority of my Light Spliner Action haul. You can see one little bit here. I do have a little bit of my Sadie Stickers planner here. Honestly, it was really hard to fit all of this in here so that you could see everything that I picked up. This was by far my biggest haul month of the year, but it makes sense. Picking up my planners for 2026, all of the bookish goodies for my reading journal, and a lot of really pretty kits and stickers. So I will have all of the shops linked below, as well as any discount codes I have for the shops. Like I said, I will have a discount code starting in January for Blissful J Designs, so definitely check back for that discount code once it is live. And if you are not already, go follow me over on Instagram. I do post regularly over there, so you can see how I use all of these stickers in my various planners. I will have my 2026 planner stack video coming soon. I am so excited to get those set up and show those to you. And of course, the new edition, my reading journal. I am so excited to get it set up and share everything with y'all. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not already, please subscribe to my channel. I do upload videos every single month with planning and now bookish related content. And if you have any video suggestions or requests, I'd love to hear those below. If you have any shop suggestions, specifically shops that have some bookish items, I'd love to hear those. I'm always looking for new shops to support. I did not have any new to me shops this month, but a lot of my all-time favorite shops. So I am very happy with this haul and with everything that I picked up. I really hope y'all enjoyed watching. And if you are not already, please go ahead and subscribe. I'd love to have you along for the journey in 2026. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.